Hello, hello. I hope I'm live and that everyone can hear what I'm saying. Let me know if you can hear me talk because I had a little bit issue with finding a microphone. I'm going to finish a paint along that I started yesterday over at Kathy Arbour's live stream. So now I'm just trying to find her live stream. Here it is. Because I need to pull up the finish image, so I got something to use as a reference photo. So let me see. I think I got it. Just hold on a second. But it's the cutest polar bear. And Kathy Arbour, I linked her stream down in the info of my of this upload here. Hi, Kathy, and she's in stream. She's in chat. So I'm so happy that you came. Is my audio okay? I really had some issues finding a suitable microphone, so I was in doubt whether I should wear a headset. But I do hope that my sound is going through. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on talking. No, I'm gonna write in chat. Okay, sounds good. Oh, perfect, perfect. I was just about to write in chat. Can you hear me? I want to thank and on Beck's Creation for sending me a Christmas card. It was a very big surprise. I felt immediately guilt over not mailing out any Christmas card this year, so I think I'm gonna send her something an in betweener greeting between Christmas and New Year's Eve. So thank you so much. Look how cute it is. I love handmade cards. They're just so personal. So this is just so cute. And she used a lot of stickles to make it shimmery like a string of light bulbs. It is just awesome. And then on the envelope, see if I can cover up the address. Look, isn't it cute? She drew a string of reindeer. Or maybe it's some sort of a washi tape. I don't know. But it's just super cute. So yes, that was very nice of her. And I immediately regret, like, oh my god, why didn't I not mail out any Christmas card this year? But I didn't. Over at Kathy's channel, you can print out a trace of this sketch and paint along. And this is how far I got yesterday. And there is still a long way to go because I need to paint in a branch, some berries, some of the tree down here. I need to work on this tree here. And then on Kathy's painting, she managed to get it totally luminous here on the edge of the fur. And I don't think that mine is so luminous. It's luminous here where I got like a darker background. But I was thinking to pop out some white acrylic and then flicker it off certain places just to make it as luminous as hers. So, yeah, you have a good reason for not sending cards in Canada. That postal strike is just horrendous. I mean, who I also saw that some workers at Amazon went on strike yesterday, and I'm thinking they sure know how to pick the time, like when there is like most traffic. So, but he is super cute. I also need to work on the eyes and some more on the snout with some highlights. But yeah, I'm just keen on finishing it off today. But before I do so, I do want to talk a little bit about gouache in general because guess what? I bought I bought some mini glasses of jam and honey, and the plan is to eat all of this and then wash the container, and then I will get a container like this in glass with a leak and airproof lid. And then I this this wooden box here. I think this box is something that a coin collector can recognize. It's usually where you store your special coins, and it's got like this magnetic closure. And I ripped out what was inside this box here, but I'm gonna cover it up with either pattern paper or a piece of stick. I think maybe I should pick sticky vinyl because the vinyl would be water resistant. So, and then guys, it just fits perfectly. Can you imagine? I can have 24 of these tiny glasses in here, and I'm still able to shut the lid with the magnet. Yes. And the whole idea about these glasses here is because I bought a big set of Himi gouache. It's got 112 cups. And I really love working with that big, huge palette, but I feel anxious because my Himi gouache palette is kind of slowly getting ignored, and then I know what's going to happen. It's going to dry out on me, and then I'm going to spend annoying time re-wetting it back into a creamy consistent. So my plan is actually to scoop over. I got this 24 cup, and it's like 30 ml cup, but I used a lot of the paint in it, so it's no longer 30 ml in the cups. But I want to scoop it over in these glasses here, and then can you imagine? I can have this gouache palette for a much longer time shelved in my room without getting anxious that it's gonna dry out. And then these 24 glasses, I'm just gonna put them in, yeah, just because I'm anal. I just want to show you that you've got space in the end here to store the lids of these glasses. So it's not gonna be like when you unscrew all the top lids of the glasses that you're gonna have like a mess on your table, because now suddenly you got like 24 tiny lids that's gonna disappear on you. No, I really think that I can still, if you can imagine, I still got room over here to stack up the lids that I unscrewed. So if I don't feel like painting because I get interrupted, I can still have the opportunity to just close it down and then keep it safe from dust, and then reopen it when I continue painting. Because my Himi gouache 30 ml cups are treated the same way. So I can't see why this shouldn't work. And then you might wonder, hi, Jean. And then you might wonder why this idea about putting things in glasses. And it's from, yeah, I've done it before, so I know it works. I had these big, long tubes of Winsor Newton artist grade acrylic. And what's troubling me with the tubes were when I need to unscrew the cap of it, I had to twist the metal tube. And then in some cases, it got so twisted because the cap was sort of sealed in place because of dried up acrylic, that I thought, you know what, it's a matter of time before I completely wreck a hole in the tube, metal tube, and all the paint will just come out. So to avoid that, I squeezed them out into these upcycled jam glasses, and of course I tighten it on securely. And the paint is still moist. The only reason why I got saran wrap down there is because I needed the saran wrap to contact the surface of the paint, because I experienced with especially Finnabair products, if you got a lot of air in the container with Finnabair, like gesso or yeah, gel mediums, they sort of dry out inside the container. Also, the Diane Reevely paint. So to avoid that, I put down saran wrap that has a contact to the paint, but it hasn't been an issue. They do not dry out. And having the saran wrap also makes sure that I don't glue on the lids, like I did with the tubes with paint residue. So, you know what? It truly works storing paint in glasses. And there's just something nice about being able to upcycle something from our kitchen instead of just throwing it out on the landfill. Let's see. They finally have a gouache brand that comes with lids. I know it's Artwell, and I watched Kathy Arbour unbox it and review it, and I was really really interested because I really think it's a huge deal breaker that it comes with lids on the cups. But I have to say that I'm a little bit in doubt. How seal proof are the lids? Because let me just get this away here. Because I have worked with gouache in a container before that I thought was airtight, because it's just so difficult to get them off. Like, let me see if I can. Like these lids right here, they are really on, like seriously on. So I thought that they were like completely airtight, but even though it feels like it, all my gouache inside dried out. This is some gouache that I pre-made, because mixed myself, because I was working on a poster. So I had some colors that I just mixed extra of, and it managed to dry up in these tiny containers here. And the lids are like super super on there, like you can paint little flowers on the glass jars. That was I was doing with my saved jars. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I got like glass paint somewhere. You know what? It's funny that you mentioned it, Rhonda, because I got this glass paint where you can decorate your glass. So it could be fun to use glass paint, but I want to see through the container to see the color, so I can see what colors is inside. But I'm very excited about the gouache set that carries lids with it, and I'm just kind of waiting on hearing reviews down the line about, do those lids actually prove to be like air and airtight, because otherwise the product will dry up inside, just like in this case here. So that's what I'm like really interested in knowing. But isn't it funny, like it doesn't dry out in a glass jar of jam with that screw on lid, but it dries out in a container like this where it's a press on lid. So yeah, gouache is a funny animal. But yeah, let me get this away because it's totally glaring out the light, right? I want to show the big palette that I've been working a lot with lately. I'm just having so much fun with this. It's Himi gouache, and when you do the math around it, if you buy the Artwell set that Kathy Arbour got, the one with the lids on it, you get half more product. Like, and this is how, look, my lid is somewhat clean, so it doesn't feel like it's touching my cups. I don't know if it got an issue if they're gonna dry out. But can you see how? I'm sorry. Can you see how this is just enough for me? I don't need to take out my Himi gouache set. So I'm kind of annoyed. It kind of stressed me out that my Himi gouache set is like slowly drying out because it takes a while to use a set like this. And I just adore having all these colors out. You have the Artwell watercolors and they are not bad. Oh, great. I'm not able to buy Artwell as a brand through Europe Amazon yet. It might come. Maybe they just launched it to Amazon.com. I don't know. It could also be something about the pigments. I've noticed that lately the Paul Rubin watercolor sets they are not available on my European Amazon, and I think it has something to do with the ingredients in the paint. I couldn't I kind of can imagine that it must be something about that. Let's see. Yeah, look at those colors, right? I mean, you know what? This is just like eye candy. It's super heavy. It weighs a ton. I can't even imagine how heavy the Artwell set that Kathy Arbour got. You know what, guys? For the same price, Kathy got half more because she's got 42 cups with 50 ml in each. And these are 112 cups, but with only 12 ml in each cup. Yeah, it's very heavy. You know what? I feel when I lift this that, wow, I got paint here for like years to come, you know? And then it kind of feels soothing for you to know that you can at least put a lid on your paint and make it last longer. Where my clock is ticking, you know, as soon as you peel off, you have to maintain it. So it has to be like a frequent studio maintenance that you have to schedule in monthly, that you come in and remember to moist it with a mister and check on it that it don't dry up. Hello, Debbie Epps, and welcome. It's been a while since I've been streaming. So I'm a little bit out of practice, but I will eventually start painting. It's just nice to sit and talk before you start, you know, painting. So I just take like the edge of the nervousness. It doesn't come natural for me to live stream. I know it may sound like it, but I really have to pull myself together to push live. I I don't know why it is like that because everybody in here is so friendly and I rarely get nasty comments, so I got like nothing to fear, you know, but it still is a little bit. But one of the items that I pulled out so I could talk a little bit before I started to paint was over at Devon Rex's channel. They were talking about the Friction pen, you know, the erasable pen where you can erase the ink with this plastic in the end of the pen, or you can take a heat gun, blast it, and then all the lines disappears. And if you want it to reappear, you just put it in the refrigerator or, you know, something cold, and then it will um, reappear. But these pen style also comes with a chiseled nib as a highlighter, and I can just super recommend having an erasable highlighter. I use this in my planner. I got this to-do list and then I highlight all the topic on my list. And then when I've done them, instead of crossing them over, I just erase with this end here, the highlighter. So whenever I flip on the page, I can still trust that everything that's highlighted is stuff that I haven't done, you know. Yeah, it's very useful for work. I use it a lot for work. Hi, Kimberly. Um, Oh, thank you, Rhonda. I don't feel like that. But maybe we should go back to business. I also want to keep it honest. I did try and get Nutella instead of the jam because I would love to have to eat 24 of these tiny Nutellas to make my gouache palette. But I was not able to buy this cute little Nutella. And I even looked at Danish companies that service hotels because I was thinking, oh, it's gotta be some sort of a breakfast item at a hotel, you know? But jam it was. But let me see. I think that I will find a place on this table for this palette and then also my painting. Oh, I also want to speak about this silicone mat. Why didn't anybody tell me about all the advantages about having a silicone mat? I've been sitting here for like 7 or 8 years just wiping off my desk plastic mat. And just recently I bought a silicone mat and I love it. I freaking love it. It's just, I don't know, there's something about this smooth texture, and I can sit and put paint out here. And also it comes with these wells up here. I can put paint up there and just wash it off. And then it came with this collapsible cup that got this textured bottom so you can really whoosh off your brush when you clean it. And then it came with, and that's like, you know what, the best, it comes with a brush rest. Oh my god, I have been missing a thing like this because my brushes are often like rolling to the side or beneath the edge of my palette, so when a brush roll in like this, it's gone, you know, I can't find it. So this plastic thing here where you can put a wet brush and you don't even care about it's contaminating the surface. You know, back before this mat, I would have like some paper and rest my brush on because I didn't want to have paint on my desk. So there's just so many advantages. And I really like this brush addition up here. At first, I wasn't keen on all of this right here. I was thinking that's just, I don't know, filler. I don't need this, but I really would love to have the brush holder. So, yeah. Oh, you have one of those? Yours is pink, and it is so inexpensive. I think I paid, if I say like, oh, I don't even know what it is in dollars, but a little over $10 maybe. I paid in euros, you know. I would say a little bit over $10, and that's, you know, that's kind of inexpensive compared to the joy that this silicone mat is, and it's heat resistant, so I can use my heat gun on this. So yeah, that's just awesome. But okay, let me put this paint aside somehow, somewhere. I'm thinking, okay, I need to get situated here. I'm streaming inside the house because it's, you know, I have this beach barn that I'm sitting out at, but it's getting a little bit chilly. So I moved inside the house, and it's good and bad, you know. The bad thing is that I need to be a little bit more careful with what I'm doing because I don't want to spill on the carpet. And the good thing is the temperature. Like, it's nice in here. It's not like you don't get like cold feet and stuff. And I can feel that it's just nice to sit in a somewhat heated room. Okay, look at me trying to figure out. But I had a setup out on my beach barn where I kind of constantly put all my things that I work with in a specific place every time. So for me, I feel like I need to find my new setup, you know, like where to keep what. But if I sit like this. I think you can see the drawing. You can see some colors so my camera won't go crazy from all the white. And then if I refill my tea, I'm just having tea. And then, of course, I splattered on the drawing. Yeah, good start. Now we are started. When I start spit on my artwork and splatter on it, we are on. My paper is bending, so I'm thinking that I want to mist it just lightly on the back because it's curling up. It's a bit annoying. I'm just gonna mist it. And then I hope that it will want to lay down. Oh, did I do it worse? Okay, I'm gonna mist it up here also. Now I made it worse. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a second to stretch out front and back. That's also a good thing about this silicone mat. It acts like a vacuum. When the paper is wet, it just sucks to the rubbery surface. So it's just like acting like a temporary glue. Let's see. I have a mat for baking cookies. I should use it for art instead of now that I can't eat that stuff. Oh, yeah. You know what? I was looking to buy one of those too because I think that ochre color is softening up the light from the camera. So the people that I have seen using that ochre colored baking mat got like very good light. Like, look how this purple mat is, what it's doing to my skin tone. Can you see that? My hands looks super artificial, but it's the purple of this color here. Okay, what I need to do on this painting right here is to make something about the eyes. And I want to use colored pencil because I don't think that I can come in with such a small brush. So I've been taking out my Stabilo watercolor pencil set. It's just this set here. I really like it a lot. I'm just going to take out the black and the white maybe. No, not the white. The reason why I like the Stabilo is because of the price, but I will say that they sort of snap on you when you sharpen them. So you need to be like very careful not to have breakage. Is it called that? When you sharpen with them. So is it still inexpensive if you keep breaking off the pencil while you sharpen it? That's a good question, right? Like is a pencil still inexpensive if you end up spending half of it on getting it sharpened? I am totally looking at Kathy Arbour's finished artwork, and then I'm trying to kind of make mine. I know that it's not going to be a complete rendition of the reference picture or Kathy's beautiful painting, but if I just can get a little bit close, I will be happy. But it doesn't have to be like 1-to-1. I'm not that crazy. And mostly we're just having fun, right? I'm becoming more and more a fan of using watercolor pencils when I do pencil work on top of my paintings because I can erase it with water. So instead of using my Prismacolors, I like to just use a water-soluble pencil. I'm really getting careful here. He is so cute. This reference picture is just so cute. I can just picture Kathy just searching for a reference picture and getting motivated for something to paint, and then she stumbled over this guy, and she's like, "Yes, yes, yes." I can just imagine. I think I want to flicker in a little bit of hair here and there. The reason why I wanted to do the paint along for this one is because I need a lot of practice to make fur and hair, not to speak about the natural things like trees and branches and whatnot. I seem to kind of skip over the details when it is about animals and fur, and also in nature. I don't get so detailed when I have to make branches and stuff. So it's super nice that artists are willing to make paint-alongs for the rest of us, so that we can, sort of get a free tutorial lesson in their way of solving such an image. Okay, I don't know about these claws. I kind of lost the shape of the claws. So maybe if I take some white gouache and try and paint in the shapes. Let's see how that works. Uh, okay, I'm just checking chat. I'm sorry if I missed someone. I said hi to Kimberly and Rhonda and Kathy. Yes, okay, and Debbie. We're here. That's the worst, when I sometimes turn off the stream and then I noticed a person that I didn't say hello to. Okay, I'm just gonna paint lightly claws on him. I think he's cuter without the claws. Do we need some sort of ferocious highlight on the nose, or am I covered in? I think I'm covered in. I don't want to use highlight on the eyes. I think I'm gonna keep most of what I got in the face. And now for the worst part, all the thing with the branches and stuff. It really scares me. I'm going to scroll in Kathy's tutorial because I want to see how Kathy started all this down here. I totally forgot how you came about that. So just give me 1 second. I linked the video below the info of this stream here. Okay, so first you painted in the branch, and then you put those flickered things on it. Okay, I'm gonna do the same. Oh darn it, I think I should have waited with the claws to after I painted in the branch. Okay. Yeah, we'll live, we'll learn. And Lara, I think I saw her for not that long ago. Um, is her family coming to visit her for Christmas, or is she traveling to her son's for Christmas? Because she might not be home. Okay, with gouache, let me see the darkest. It's not so good on the earth tones. This gouache set that I have that's got a lot of pastel colors, and that is like a bad thing, you know. You have to mix it all yourself, and you get so used to just being able to pick from the pans that's pre-mixed that when your brain recognizes that there are no earth tones other than a burnt umber and a sienna color, then your brain automatically think like, then I cannot paint anything in earth tones, like kind of stupid because you need to mix it yourself. So that's like the disadvantage about having these pre-mixed colors, is that you become like super lazy when it becomes a routine to just being able to grab these pre-mixed colors. Some people even say that don't buy them if you want to learn how to use the color wheel, because you will just not bother try mixing yourself. So I completely understand those who got that kind of opinion, but I just think that I love all the convenient pre-mixed colors, and they totally motivates me to pick some of them up and use them. Okay, how far does this branch go? It's like this here. But he's like basically resting on the branch. And maybe if I, like Kathy, made it a little bit thicker, you can really tell his claws better. Yeah. She went to her son. Oh, I thought so, for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I was thinking about her traveling because, yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm trying to have like two images at once here on my screen. Here we go. This one just goes. Okay, I probably have made this a little bit thick. I found myself a watercolor brush that I want to use to wick in uh, these. I don't even know what they're called. This style here. I am out of words. What it should be called. Okay, this is the part that I really dislike because I feel it's totally out of control. Oh, it's working! How cool is that? Look, I can almost get the same as Kathy's got on her reference picture. Now the trick is not to make them look so uniform, like still have some sort of direction or something. Oh, this is easy. Oh my God. I was fearing this part here. I was thinking, oh man, I'm gonna mess it up sitting, making those tiny, tiny strokes. But hooray for this. Now I want to do more. But okay, let's just keep it at this. I just bought one of those and I don't remember either. I'm thinking like some sort of a rake, something rake. I don't know. I know that it's got a name. It's often in sets. I think this is from Derwent, where they had sable brush also and a liner. So that was what I'm going to say. Yeah, like some sort of a rake. Okay, now I'm scrolling in Kathy's wonderful tutorial to see what did she do next. Oh, good lord, she has a lot of shadow underneath here. I better put that in. I think it's like the blue toned. Okay, let me see where all the shadings are. It is snow after all, so it is so easy to follow along a tutorial when somebody is streaming it live and not like sped up in a 5-minute video. I really appreciate live art for that. And honestly, if I did not have to stream, I would watch the replay of Kathy's stream, so I could sit and follow along once more. It may not look as hers, but I feel that I'm still learning something. So it's never like a waste of time. And I've also reached a phase where I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I'm I no longer really care about learning new things. I just want to have that feeling of having really fun. I know it sounds strange because I've been so focused for a long time about I want to learn, but suddenly I'm in this emotional state where I just want to sit and have fun. Um, so I'm more relaxed now when I have my play sessions. Of course, now I'm a little bit nervous because, I really want this to be nice. So it's a good advertisement also for Kathy's tutorial. I don't want to make a mess. Okay, I think we got some shading down. Maybe some of these gray tones here. Okay, I'm squinting my eyes and I can tell that her shadings are darker than mine. So I'm just going to go in and darken them up just so I get the feeling that we got the same dark shading going on. You wish you could find the time. Oh, yeah, it's stressful in December, I know. I start up December thinking that, oh, I got tons of time, and then suddenly we are at where we are right now, where I basically got the weekend to get the last shopping done because I'm going to work Monday. So, and I don't like to shop the day before Christmas. We celebrate Christmas the 24th in the evening here in Denmark. And I have tried shopping because I wanted fresh meat and stuff like that. But this year, I'm just gonna buy the meat Sunday and trust that it can lay in my refrigerator for 2 days, even though I think that's like pushing it a little bit. But I just don't want to go out the day before Christmas. It's so hectic. Okay, I'm squinting again. I think I got a little bit more like her values, and then over here she had like something that's a little bit darker too. The worst for me is the cleaning, like you need to clean your house. But I just yeah. Oh my god, that is just so annoying. It's like an evil thing that you need to do. Okay, I'm gonna just paint with the tip of my brush these tiny branches. They're gonna carry some red berries. And I think I know what tool that I can use to get the red berries, because I found, I'm gonna show you in a second. I'm gonna go crazy with those berries. They look like a ton of fun to just press on. Hang on here. I need those branches here. Yeah, if it wasn't for the tutorial, I would definitely have stopped my painting around now, like thinking like, oh, I'm done. But I can see how it matters when you put on the red berries to get some color, when you come on with snowflakes and everything. So I totally get it how this can get super cute with a lot of details. I'm just gonna rewind in her tutorial around here. Yeah, that's a good spot. Okay, for the berries, they're gonna be like pushed into red gouache, and I found this pen, and it's got like the rubber end that I feel is super soft. So I'm just gonna test it on a piece of scrap paper here if it works. But in my imagination, I should be able to just dip it into my gouache and then try and just like this. Oops, it does work. But can I get them like tiny? Yeah, I can also get tiny. Okay, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna try that. So I'm just gonna dip it. Oh, and then the first one is messed up. Yeah, it's just like pancakes. First one is always acting up. Oh, I like it. Can you see how easy it is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an uneven number. We'll take that. And then we got like a bunch more berries down here. This is freaking fun. Oh, I am so tempted to go a little bit crazy with my berries because it's so easy to get them. Hmm. Maybe I should reload it. Oh, that is so cute. I want like a tiny berry up here. And maybe one more here. Okay, now I need to stop. Otherwise, there would be like a lot of berries. Maybe one. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm stopping. Oh, I need to do a painting just with these dots here. There gotta be something like a reef or something that we can make where we come in with different color of these dots. That was like super fun. The berries will make it pop. Yes, yes. Isn't it true? Like adding in different color sometimes matters, even though it's just so little. And I was kind of going very easy because I need to put on a highlight and then snow. But before I do so, I think while this is drying up, I want to put in some more dark tones in the tree up there. So I'm just looking at what I got on my dirty palette here. My plan is just to mush down some colors together to get like a dark. And then I'm gonna tint that dark a little bit bluish. And I'm just gonna test it. Like, how does it look? Is it looking okay? Yeah, I think I can use that. Just this is what I find is the most difficult thing, these nature thing here. For some people it comes like easy and natural, but not for me. So botanical things and just tiny things as shadows on trees and stuff is something that I feel I struggle a little bit with. But I think that's what happens when you, like me, focus so much on painting faces. I saw a comment on Jane Davenport's recent live stream where somebody was writing, "I really love and adore your beautiful whimsical girls, but can you paint anything else?" And I was thinking that, you know what, that's a freaking legit question. Because when you get so used to just painting faces, then it's suddenly super difficult to paint a freaking tree. And you're thinking like, how is that possible? But you can get so zoned in uh, on one thing that it becomes your specialty. So other things that other people find super easy to just wing out a dandelion or something, it just becomes something you really need to ponder about. So it kind of made me laugh a little bit, that question. Okay, I think that's enough shading for my tree here. My thing with the, can you see over here, like I got a harsh line, and when I look at Kathy's reference picture, she's got some fur that's wicked over that line work to soften it up. I think I should try this magical here and see, will it make a difference? So I'm just gonna take some of this white here. It's okay. I'm just gonna tint it a little bit lavender because coming in with white right there would be a little bit aggressive. So now it's pushed back. Now it's not like white white. Let's see if it works. And then I must remember the direction of the fur. Ooh, clever girl. It works. Yeah, Kathy really knows what she's doing. She knows her craft. I'm just gonna totally try and do the same. It did soften it up. I can also see that on her reference photo, she's got, on her finished painting, she's got a little bit higher up here with the. Oh, I shouldn't mess with that ear. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that ear. Sometimes when you feel lucky, like you just got lucky strokes, happy accident, don't go back. Don't go back, just leave it. Okay, let's see. Oh, you think so? Thank you. Now for the difficult part. I can see that Kathy put down a lot of snow. How am I gonna do that with thick acrylic? Okay, should I use acrylic? Okay, I'm just gonna try put down the snow with gouache. I've not like really got an idea. Okay, I'm gonna practice on this branch over here. So what if we just dab it in like this? And then also here, maybe that was too much. And then here could be like a thick layer of snow. It's like my background over here is too white to show the snow. Can you see that? So I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna give it a wash of something that's tinted lightly blue, because I got like white on white. That does not work. So I'm just gonna tint this. Where else I could have issues up here too if I want to put snow on that branch. So I'm just gonna do the same like this. And where else would I put snow? Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, it's just gonna let that dry. Okay, I wanna continue on this branch here. Gonna have like a fat layer. I'm a little bit quiet here. Okay, this is still wet. I don't want to mess with that. So instead, I'm just going to go in and put snow on all the berries and a highlight. So if I start just dabbing in the highlight. Yeah, this is like super fun to make fruit like this. I'm so going to find something where I can make a bunch of fruit. We're, we're putting snow on top of the berries now. Yeah, we are running into that same issue as before, that my background is the color white, so not all snow will show up from these berries. I should have thought about that, but I'm just continuing. You know what really made this whole thing just look so cute? It was when Kathy added snowflakes in the end. Oh my god, she splattered out snow. I cannot wait to get to that part. It just looked so cute. Oh, that was clumsy, but it's okay. Snow can be like that, right? Okay, let's get more snow here. And then also on this branch. It suddenly hit me that the reason why you only see so little of this branch is because it's partially covered in snow. It's funny when you follow a sketch and a tutorial that sometimes, because you haven't sketched it yourself, you don't get the idea of why some line work are the way they are. But now it suddenly hit me that it's because it's covered in snow. Okay, I like it. It's super bright. It is very nice. Now let's see what we can do for that tree in the background. Oh man, I'm just gonna plaster in a thick coat of gouache. That's why I like gouache so much. You can really, you know, if you need to cover up a world of sin, you can just load up your brush with a creamy chunk of this paint product here. I don't think that I would paint like this if it was acrylic. So I am learning some really naughty things because I'm using gouache. But that's the fun of it, right? Like when you try a new art supply, not a new, but when you try and work a long time, give it a chance with a certain art supply, and then you suddenly realize the pros and cons. I love that. I wish I could get the earlobe here as luminous as Kathy's. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. You have to go watch her stream and then just see her end result. It was like so luminous, like the bear had this white halo around it. It was looking so beautiful. I really adore it. But even where the paper is white, I think you can add on white paint. It would be super easy to just not do it because you preserve the white of the paper. But I really feel that it adds something when you apply product on the paper. Like I can somehow see a difference even though it was just white paper. Okay, I think I should stop right here and then go and do the snowflakes, the snow thing. We're gonna splatter. Let's see, there's no rules with mixed media. That's right. Yeah, that is true. Guys, we're gonna splatter. And if I had a tail like a dog, it's like wagging right now. I love to splatter. I think it's fun. It's very unpredictable too. And I'm a pig, so I'm gonna cover up my laptop so I don't splatter on it. Let's see. Okay, that's a good piece of paper there. I think I might even play it safe and then just cover up this. And then I think I want to begin with, I just want to cover up his face because I don't know how crazy I'm going to splatter to begin with. I hope it goes well. You have like one shot when you do splatter. Oh, he is cute. I'm just going to make sure that the surroundings is getting splattered first. And then I'm going to splatter his face also. Yeah, this is why I also love gouache. It's freaking washable, so whatever I hit, I can hopefully just wipe off with a damp cloth. Let's get some splatter up there that are like bigger. I'm aiming for the dark spots like here, where it really would matter, where you can see the flakes. Okay, now I'm brave enough to move this and do it on the face. Oh, stop me. I need a little bit over here, I think. I wish I could have them more wet. Okay, now I'm pushing it. Okay, we're gonna stop now. We stopped. Most of it does not come up on camera, but when you're close, you can tell. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. What an awesome tutorial. You know what made this so successful? It was the sketch. I mean, if you go print out the sketch, go to Kathy Arbour's stream and print out the sketch, and then just look at the sketch, and then you will understand why you must paint this one, because when you paint white animals in a snowy landscape and your starting substrate is a white piece of paper, I mean, so much is almost like gifted to you that nothing can go wrong. That's just awesome, guys. You should see my blouse right now. It's really spotted in white. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside just a second to dry. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my desk. I like this. This was such a nice paint along. And thank you once again for taking the time to share it with us. Live art is a little bit difficult to do on stream, because usually when we do live art and finish the piece in one sitting, that's not how we do it when the camera is off. We kind of take a lot of breaks, clear our heads, change our perspective on things, and come back and then make some changes that sometimes are like improvements. So I have often sit and painted something on a live stream, and then as soon as I shut off the camera and I take a look at it, I'm like, dang, Lena, why did you do that? Why didn't you do that? You should have done this. So let's see. He would be cute as Subliminal wrapped on a white drink tumbler. Oh yeah. That's a. I know what you mean. Yeah, he is like a baby. I'm moving all the glasses. There's something really cute about baby animals. I especially like kittens. They are like super fun and cute to paint. I'm gonna put the lid back on this. A good thing is always to kind of mist it before you put a lid on it. Yeah, this is like super heavy. It's like going to the gym to lift up these pallets here. Painting on stream is kind of an out-of-body experience. It is. It really is. Sometimes it's good. like it's like you kind of admire sometimes that, man, did I really cover that much in 2 hours? Like you need to speed up. So if if I don't stream and I paint just by myself, I can get soaked into spending too much time and then overwork a piece. So sometimes it's cool that streaming forces you to end quickly. Okay, let's see. I've only been on an hour. I got a project that I want to do some sort of a work sketch of, because I'm gonna throw this project up on a big poster. But before I do so, I want to make it on a smaller piece of paper to see, does it look wacko, because working on a big poster is time consuming. So if my idea flunks on a small sketch paper, it probably will flunk too on a poster. But okay, hear me out. This is a little bit crazy. I got a bag of scraps that I wanted to declutter and throw out, and then I dumpster dived it right back from myself. I had it lying into my trash, and then I picked it up an hour later. And then I put it in a bag. And then I was thinking, you know what? I could make just one project and use up all the scraps. But because there is a bunch of scraps, it would be like a poster. And I don't want to like break the noodle in doing something that's really intricate or crazy. So I was thinking about an abstract rose based on a circle shape. So I'm thinking about, imagine you take a circle and then you just start drawing in random line work. And you keep on drawing the line work. And then suddenly you get to a point where there is a center that appears. And these lines here could be in the final piece marked up as completely black lines. And you're going to do that with a Posca or black acrylic, as long as it's like black. And then you have like this very black round edge around this. So I'm thinking like, like the peace sign uh, logo that got like that black edge. But instead of the peace sign inside, we do like a pieced rose, and use up all our small tiny scraps in that way. And I don't know how much you can keep on putting on an extra line, like what will happen if you just keep on adding extra line work to make it more closed. But do we get the idea? Like imagine paper piecing scraps in here. But the only way I can see if it's gonna work is that I can test it. So I actually have the bag that I dumpster dived. And then maybe you can understand why I did it when you see what's in it. Yeah, I wanted to declutter this. All of this is random crap. I keep moving it, shifting it. I keep moving it to one place to another place. And I keep it in. This is not scraps. Oh my God, how did that end up in there? Okay, there are things here that shouldn't be here. I keep shifting it from place to place. We got a bag in here. We got candy wrappers. Something that I used for another poster, and this is just a scrap from that. But my idea is to sort out the things that are not scraps. This one was gifted to me from Dee Dee. I don't know how to use it. I tried, but it's not my style. I really tried, guys. Let me flip through it. Just my plan was, because I don't know how to use it, was that I would start a line work here, and then that line should be carried on throughout the whole journal. Can you see it pops in here, and then it breaks out here, comes back here. So my idea was to do that line work, but I honestly, here it is again. Just, la, 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 la. It's, look, some bananas pulling a potato on a bicycle. When I start doing shit like this, it's not fun anymore. Then it's just me being foolish, and it's maybe a little bit fun in the moment, but it's not joyful to look back at, because I feel that I'm wasting time, you know. So I want to rip out some of these pages here, and then I try to add things to this book. You know, like I added this owl and tried to black out some of the background. I added all this. So I tried to glue in clusters to find the magic again to this strange little journal here. But I have to confess, it's not my style. I get stressed over a page layout like this, because it's not my style, and I don't know how to start, how to end, and then it becomes something super silly like a potato on a bike. I should take this apart and then use those as scrap pages. Yeah, who can eat that much candy? I could if I was allowed, but most of this is also with the help of my family. And why do I save it? I save it because I sort of look at it before I throw it out, and I'm thinking, that's some pretty golden piece of paper, and so many. Oh Lord, so many. Why not save it? That's crazy, right? Yeah, now we come into this really weird junk. Can you imagine that the paper pierced? This is not junk. This is from Devon. This is a piece of suede. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. It's a template. But can you picture that the paper pierced flower made out of all this? I should keep on my work desk. Why did it end up here? Okay, like I said, not all of this is junk. I don't think this is junk either. This is actually kind of cute. Ooh, this is not junk. I know what this is. I've been looking for this. I've been looking for this. Here you are. It's from Paint Girl, and it's all the Art by Mylene girls. Oh my god, I lost it. Now I found it. Oh dear. I've been wanting to use these cuts in a scenery, but I lost the envelope. Now I know why I lost it. I put it in this pile. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Okay, I'm so glad that I tripped over this. Okay, for another day. Wood veneer, or wood wiener, as I once wrote in somebody's chat. This is a stamp. These are like eyes, nose, and lips. I think it's from Barb Oven. Shouldn't be in this pile either. It should be sorted out. What is this? This is also Happy Mail. I think it's from Devon. Yeah. No, it's from Sandra. It's got to be from Sandra, maybe? No, it really looks like something that Devon would make. I've got your back. Yeah, it's from Devon. Yeah, it shouldn't be considered. Yeah, and then from Daphne's diary, I cut out by hand, fussy cutted all these tags, and then now I don't know what to use them for. So they're here too. Yeah, I want to build that rose out of all this paper. I am so tempted to just close my eyes, pile this up, and then just throw it out because I've been moving this for so many months. You won't believe it. You know what? This is way back from a Paper Phenomenal scrapbook album in 2015. If this survived New Year's Eve, I will have been holding on to these pieces of paper for 10 years, a decade. So enough is enough, right? So it's not that it's not pretty, that's not it, but it's aging. And I think we all feel the same when we have looked at our ephemeras for more than a decade. Then it doesn't matter how pretty it looks, it's still got that vibe. Look, Kathy Arbour, A Year in Review album. Yeah, that's back when I was scrapbooking. Uh, if you can't do it well, learn to enjoy doing it badly. That's a good quote. Oh, that was a login. Okay, that should not be there. Yeah, so that is actually my plan. Just start using it. Yeah, right. So I could make that work sketch, and I'm not gonna do it like super thoroughly. I'm just gonna start gluing in and making the black border, and then get a visual about how does it look when you paper pierce items like that. Because if it looks horrible, I can immediately tell, from the get-go if it's gonna be a good or a bad idea. So I'm gonna put the good stuff back down here. The things that we don't want to be wrecked. This is also maybe. But yeah, I don't carry New Year's Eve resolutions because I tend to break them pretty fast. But I sometimes have pre-New Year's Eve resolution moments where I, in the end of December, agree with myself that in the new year, this and that should be sorted out, or this and that should not be repeated, or I sometimes have those kind of New Year's thoughts, about what I want to do better or different in the year to come. But it's never like it's a resolution that, I feel sad if I break it. Let's get this over here. I'm thinking this is a good size sketch paper. We should definitely grab some new color 2 kind of project product. Some sort of water soluble product. This is my I got a new color 2 set from Karen Dash that looks super neat and nice, but this is that loose stick. You can buy these sets where you get the 12 or 15 of them. Okay, we're gonna make a circle first. Okay, we're gonna start by putting in, I think I'm gonna put in the line work. I wanna understand if it's best to go in a layered direction counterwise the clock. Like how does the pattern look most natural? Because in nature it would be like a clockwise new layer, like every year a new layer would be added on. So if I try and do the same, like, looks really weird here in the center. Okay, note to self, no weird ending right there. Just keep it. Maybe. Okay, it's a weird center. I think it will work. Yeah, I'm gonna start loosely, just gluing down some colors. I think I want to strengthen up this black edge. Lena, go through your pile and just keep what you love, then give the rest away if you can pitch them. You know what? This pile used to be bigger, so this is picked from another pile. I can just keep on picking a pile, and then it cost me $14 to send Happy Mail. So if I'm gonna spend $14 sending something out there, it wouldn't be scraps. It's okay if mail was cheaper. Like if you only pay like, I don't know, $4 or $5 for a stamp, then I could send scrap. But when your postage is that level, you kind of want to be mindful to what you're gonna ship out. Because to me it feels like spending $14 sending out 2 napkins. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna find some. I'm gonna go get some glue and find some scissors. Maybe. Hang on. Oh, I think this is adhesive in itself. I actually remember making stickers of this. Let's see if I'm right. Or maybe I'm wrong. I think I made my own washi like this. Uh, just a moment. Okay, now I'm getting stubborn. I really do believe that this is from a sticker sheet. let me see. I'm quiet. Let's see. I totally agree with you. It is too much to send anything. It is just crazy. The postage. No one would want you to send anything if it costs that much. Kathy, what did she say? Make a junk journal with the leftovers. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just. I also think it's difficult to have a good junk journal that you're actually gonna use for something. I like to revisit my junk journals, and I like to use them as just cozy flip through. So I must admit that I don't know some of these the patterns of this pile here just reminds me of the fact that it's like the Kathy phenomenal time era. So it's this like old paper. I guess I understand why people can part with their graphic 45 paper pads. At first, as I was, and I think I can still call myself a collector of graphic 45 paper pads because I really love them. And then sometimes I bump into somebody in a chat who writes that they just throw it out, and then I'm like, oh, you didn't. But I can kind of relate to looking and moving this piece of paper like forever ever, and then suddenly thinking like enough is enough, I'm gonna part with it. I'm never gonna build a project with it anyway. So I'm just gonna part with it. I can totally relate with that. This is cut off from a postcard, I think. So it's funny how I can look at a scrap and then I know exactly where it came from. I need to be mindful. I think the darker colors should be. Now I got an idea. I should concentrate the darker colors in the edge. Can you see that? If you have like dark colors in the edge, and then they're getting brighter and brighter. So this could actually be like a centerpiece. Yeah, that was a good idea. I need to remember that. Okay, finding dark colors. I want to find something with a. This is dark. This is dark. Dark. Uh, this is also dark. This is a bit dark. Yeah, I think that was a good idea. I jelly print paper patterns I don't like. Oh, that's a good idea. I don't really jelly plate that much. Um, but that's an awesome place to use scraps that you don't like. You know, just giving them a new life. I also think that's why I actually ended up dumpster diving this because I kind of felt that it was so difficult to part with paper. Um, but I guess that we all somehow are like paper lovers. We love paper. I think if I pick the dark colors in the edge, then I can get something that's interesting, that's getting lighter and lighter. Usually a flower, it's like the center of the flower can be in a darker color. So this is like a little bit opposite. This one could be like a corner here. Lena, Google Iris folding. That's a woman. Let me just see. Oops, I buried my mouse in all of this. Iris folding. Iris. Oh, paper folding. Oh, that looks fun. Yeah. Oh, I can see what you mean. Yeah, that looks actually really neat and nice. Folding big pieces into a shape to give it like a new shape. I love the way that you need to color coordinate your paper scraps. So there is like a meaning to the madness. That was a good tip. Thank you. I'm thinking since this is just some sort of like a work sketch, I'm just gonna go like, oh, this is fun to go pretty fast over this. And then what intrigues me is what's going to happen when I come and put on the black line work. I'm mostly interested in that part. Sorry for this being so disconnected. Okay, more of the dark. I think I want to work on this one here. I actually like this piece here. I wonder how I made it. I actually like it a lot. I think I want to save some of that for the, the real poster that I'm going to make after this work sketch here. I also have a bin filled with the pattern scrapbook paper that I'm thinking I should somehow declutter if I could use it as paper pieced poster art. There's also another thing. When we make ATC, we take something and then we glue it down to a paper and then we cut it up and then it becomes more interesting. And then we slice it maybe one more time to get it in shape, and then it becomes like really interesting because now everything is then in an obscure way sliced up one more time. I think it could be interesting to make out of all my random scraps the same, where I glue them on as a motherboard and then I start slicing that up and then connecting it one more time so that you will have tiny pieces, but it will be effortless for you to create those tiny pieces because they're shredded up by hands. I see it in crazy quilting, like what I'm wearing right now. You can't see it, but it's a crazy quilt that I quilted, and it consists of all small fabric pieces. Let me see if I can find a place that's a little bit interesting. like it's small rectangular fabric pieces, and I think I do the same with some of my pattern paper. That instead of having to first slice it up and then glue it down, I was thinking about working with it as one large sheet to begin with, and then just slice up the sheet like we do when we are making ATC cards. But it may be just a brain fart. I have no idea if it works. Okay, I think I need a little bit more dark over here. Good Lord, well, let's grab this book. It's filled with strange pages. I seriously don't know how to work in this. Kudos for those who just get inspired like that. You know, I think it's super difficult. This could be... But I know, like, a person like Didi who's been working like this in this method for a long time immediately can spot possibilities in pieces of paper, because when you work in a certain method for a longer time, you get more skilled in your brain helps pointing out possibilities, if you know what I mean. So I think the whole drill is just to stick with it for a while and get familiar with it, and then your brain will help you seek out possible things. Okay, soon we got that dark edge covered. I wish maybe I should just paint that in with blocks of paint. I could also do that. So to speed up this process a little bit, now I want to find something that's a little bit bright for those. And I think it could be fun to add in the candy paper. Oh, good Lord. Okay, I want to see how is it to work with this candy paper here. Also, with the upcoming Christmas, imagine if you save all the interesting looking gift wrapping for a project like this. Oh, cool. Look, you can actually shape candy wrapper into a curl. That is neat. That is freaking nice. If that's not likable, I don't know what is. Let's try one more time. We got this shape here. Let's put in some of the brown. Oh, we can use some of the dark down here. Okay, I'm gonna rip off a bigger piece than I originally need. So I got more to shape and curl. Guys, you should try this. It looks nice. It's nice. It looks like bented metal or something. Okay, the rule of three. So this shape right here could be the last one. So, oh, I'm glad that I took this sort of paper and just tried it out. It's nice to have tested it before I'm doing my poster. Okay, it's curled up. We got something that's really bright right here. We could use that here. I think I would like something that's like pinkish, pink tones. And it shouldn't be a problem to find something pinkish in this mess down here. Oh, this would be fun to use in that one, right? And look at that pink. Stripes, not really a fan of that. Oh my god, all those cutout cards from paper pads. I promised myself to use it as tags, as something in a junk journal. All good intention, but it's still lying here. This is a nice selection. Okay, I'm going to first take this one here. I think I'm going to use some sort of a gel stick that I can smudge with my fingers and do some sort of base coat to block in some sort of a color, so it will become layers of paper added on with something that looks like paint to give it a more painterly look somehow. I think that would be likable. I know it looks super scary right now and like really a mess, but I have a feeling that it will come and pull itself together. I've always been mesmerized about the way when we create ATC cards and cut them up, how it wakes up something likable, abstract. I've never seen an ATC card that I hated, like disliked. I see something beautiful in the chaos of the randomness. So I'm hoping to achieve a little bit of that chaos, but still putting it into an order because I'm following a shape of petals. If I have to put word on what I think that I'm doing. Oh, now my hands are getting like really sticky. Are you guys still out there? I think I will need something really pinkish for that corner right there. Maybe this. Oh, you're still there. Thank you. You know what just hit me? It just hit me that I think Bob Owen is actually streaming now. I used to stop streaming when she came on, but it just resulted in me rushing off my own projects. Like what I was working on, I rushed it. I don't think if I should go back to live streaming that I would put myself under that kind of stress. I see other streamers just taking their time. So I think going forward, I should do the same. Just end when I feel that I am ready to end, and not because someone is going live. Okay, covered. Okay, now it's gonna be interesting to see what happens when I bring back the petal line work, add in some color in the background, and see if it works. And look, once again, I'm gonna scrape this down. Oh, I really got a love-hate relationship to all this scraps here. I get it. Someone would probably feel that it was fun to receive a pouch like this, but I think it's scraps. Scraps, 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 scraps. But I know one man's trash is another one's treasure. But I can imagine, if an envelope filled with stuff like this got stopped in custom, that they would think like, what's the what's the catch in this? Is this like an insane new way that drug smugglers is inventing to smuggle out drugs hidden in between random pile? And they would be like, what the hell is this? And it's actually a bit funny to think about. Okay, I'm just gonna clean up my desk a little bit here. That's the great thing about replays. Oh yeah, yeah. I can't count on all the times there I've been like scheduling my stream to fit and stop right before Bob Owen went on. But when you think about it, that's a really stressful way of being creative. Okay, let me find something smooth, like gel stick kind of thing to put on this. Something like this, maybe. Let me see. Do I have my wood is? I was thinking about grabbing my woodies, but maybe I can just use the new color 2 pastel. Let me just resketch that petal line work that I wanted. I want to do as in nature, where a new line is replaced by a previous line, so I don't mess up that symmetry. Because maybe it matters to the way that the brain are looking at it. If I can find some of the line work back here. Oh, I can immediately tell that it's a little bit difficult to get product to adhere to the candy wrapping. So that's good to know. Okay, now I got my sketch lines. I'm thinking a darker color on the edge. Could be a blue tone. I got some blue right here. A baby white. Yeah, I like that idea of like one petal all covered in that. This one could be, the opposite one could be kind of blue toned. Doesn't take much with these gel sticks here. And then switch color. Maybe some dark red over here. Yeah, I like that you can see that you've been like working with some colors somehow. I'm gonna make half of this dark red, and then I think I should shift to something purplish, dark purple maybe. Um, I know, this looks like really ugly. Sometimes you need to embrace these faces right here, because this is like a work sketch, so it's not gonna be like a perfect. Maybe it was a mistake with such a dark color over here. See if I can wipe some of it back. Maybe it actually became too dark. I'm gonna cover these rough edges with some black acrylic. We got some bright. I'm tempted to grab the, let me think, like a pink tone and a white, and work with the rest of the rose in those two colors. Could I have like a, oh, it's not pink pink. Can you see that? That is not good. I was thinking pink pink. Maybe this magenta is more pink pink. Ooh, no. Maybe I can use this pink over here. More of that down here. I'm sorry, I'm not even reading chat. Let me see. That's the, yeah, great thing about replays. In the world of journal artista, Paula got to work through the uglies, my friend. Oh yeah, working through the uglies. Yeah. White. I'm reluctant to clash some white here. Okay, guys, we should settle on a background color, and then we should come in with the dark lines in acrylic, and then that will collect all the madness, and then I can better see if this is something something. So I'm just wiping off my hands. Okay, a background color for this. Um, we got blue, we got red. We could make it pop with an orange background. That would be like somebody puked all over it. But it will, maybe it should be like super bright. Um, I don't want to go yellow. That's like everybody would go yellow. What about a minty green? Like a mint green or a gold. I think I would go gold. A gold. It's not going to be gold because it's a gel stick, you know. A golden background. Green like leaves with light blue for sky. Like this. You think about an ombre where you have like green in the bottom and then ombre up to light blue. I keep leaning towards the gold. It's not going to be gold. We can dirty it up with black in the corners. Okay, we're going to do it. I cannot stop. I got this little monkey on my shoulder saying like, gold. It's not going to be this. Oh man, that's so tedious having to plug in so much substrate with a gel stick. I'm just going to do it roughly and then come on top of it with the baby wipe. Okay, you have to picture this in a large scale. And then you have to picture all the crazy artwork that you see at the dentist office on their walls. And you're thinking like, who selected this crazy painting for the waiting room, right? Because this is probably going to be that kind of style, if you know what I mean. Like something random. But the thing about the crazy cluster is that I think your eyes are going to look at it differently than if I had painted, let's say, a portrait. If I painted a portrait, then your eyes would immediately look for errors like, I don't like the eyes, I don't like the nose, her lips are wonky, you know. Your brain is working on finding irregularities, but with abstraction, the brain is just looking at it, not wondering why, but just observing it. And sometimes not even forming an opinion, but for a couple of seconds, you lose time and space. And I think that's kind of what art can do for us. It can make us lose time and space for a glitch. And those pieces are sometimes fun to explore yourself, even though I have seen a lot of strange art in waiting rooms on hospitals, you know, where they can't be like super concrete, like they can have like a happy-go-lucky family pictures and stuff like that in hospital waiting rooms because you're sitting there anxious. So you don't need a reminder of the Joneses or something like really happy. Okay, the gold is not working for me. I think I'm gonna add in the green, Debbie. I think you're right. We need something that's green. You think it looks cool? I think it's gonna look so cool when we come in with the black line work. Oh yes. Debbie Epps, can you see? Can you see a difference in the expression as soon as I add the green color? You're right, girl, you're right. It should be green. Yeah, I like that. Maybe we can make it grungy so it doesn't look. We're still going for mass tone, but we want an uneven application. When I'm painting with oils, I find that doing random brush strokes for the background is really difficult for me because I like things to be neat and somewhat uh, the same repetitive brush strokes to make it cohesive. But I find lately that the brush strokes I make that are random and wild are the ones that are the most interesting to look at. So adding that to this might help. Okay, the camera is doing something funky about my color. Okay, I'm just going to continue. I think I need more contrast for making the camera pick up this spring green. It's very fresh spring green. I'm just going to put it down. And here I think I'm going to try and see if I can whisk it out so that the gold is somehow taking over. This looks horrible. Okay, I'm just gonna try and come in with these gel sticks. I'm just gonna try and come in with something that's a little bit darker here and there. I wonder why the camera. Okay, guys, the camera is not picking up. This is like an olive green, and it looks really dodgy on the camera. Maybe when I come in with the black color, this green color will behave better in the monitor. Sometimes my camera just needs contrast to show true values. It could be fun to. No, I think I should go with a solid background instead of having like an ombre. Okay, for what it's worth, it's fun to sit and just have to block in a huge area with color. It's very rare that we need to do that, right? It's always like, always have to look so neat and nice. And then I'm just going for this messy. Okay, I'm gonna think if I need a deeper green to really get some strange. Okay, I'm just gonna experiment a little bit with this green here. I like the idea of having the green next to the rose. Okay, I'm gonna leave the background for just a second and then come in with the black. I cannot anticipate it any longer. Okay, I'm gonna take out some black acrylic and do the line work. So hang on. Oh shoot, I'm all out. It's totally empty. Um, okay, I'm gonna go grab a black acrylic. I'll be right back. I think I know where I got a tube somewhere. Oh wow, that took a while. I guess I'm running out of black acrylic. I could only find these two miserable tubes, but I think I can squeeze out what's left in there with this tube ringer here with a little bit of luck. What a bad time of year wanting to shop black acrylic, you know. Do ones dare to buy acrylic during winter when you don't know if it's getting frost in the back of a truck? Maybe I should try and see if I can wait until at least spring so I don't get a messed up product with the mail. That would be like asking for it, you know, buying acrylic during winter. Or I should just go to an art store and grab it from a shelf. So I would know that it's not been out in the frost. Okay, I need some sort of a round pointy brush. Okay, I want to put it down so I don't got any bumps. Because now I'm gonna make that round circle. I didn't see if I can push this up so I'm in camera here. In my head, I'm infatuated about the black line work in this. Kind of make me think a little bit of the crack art that Janet M. Young has been working with, where you got sections broken up into squares or areas that are framed in with a black line. And you have to imagine this blown up in a huge poster size with that perfectly round shape of a circle. I think sometimes size matters when we're doing artwork. Like this, I think belong on a really big substrate to make it look even more weird. And now comes those lines. I need to find them again. Where did I start? I started here, didn't I? And then I got a black line going this way. Maybe it's too chunky line work. Like maybe these chunky line work will work on the big poster, but they should have been a little bit more slimmer for this paper here. Okay, I'm going right over that candy wrapper with the acrylic. No issues. That's nice to know. That's nice to know. Guys, I'm gonna save some more candy wrapper during Christmas. I like how I could bend it so it looks like beaten on metal. I'm going counterclockwise on purpose because I think it makes sense. That was really wonky. And then this way here. You probably could have taken a black Posca to do this if you wanted like really nice lines. But I think just like the look of paint for this style here. Okay, I need to be really cautious with thick lines here in the center, I think. Okay, I'm gonna give the outer ring a fatter dark color. I want to see how it looks if it got like a double fat. Yeah, there is a good difference, right? I like that the fatter border, making it look even more strange. It's nice to have the monitor to look at it because it's like looking at it from a distance, you know. Because up close, this is like super fat for my eyes. But when I look in the monitor, I can see that it could be even fatter, more thick. Yeah, I think it needed that. Now we can still discuss whether the background color is as it should be. It could be even darker. I think I want to try and add a darker green for the background color. Let's see. Remind me of stained glass. Oh, yes, yes. That is actually true. That is actually true. Yeah, maybe in subconsciously that was maybe what I was thinking about using my scraps for, like something like this. But I do think, imagine like a darker green background. Now this needs to dry because if I bump into this, I'm gonna smear it out and it's gonna be like really annoying. I think maybe a new color too. How about just gouache? Do I have like a dark green in gouache? Um, yeah, let me just break out the big gouache palette. Now the size really is annoying because it's so big. Let me just make room for it. I just feel that we did not hit the right tone of green in the background. It could be more deep somehow. So let's just test it with the. I'm just gonna dip into a random green, like this one here. Let's just visually test it. I'll get a little bit more water on this. I still want those wild brush strokes, like random. As I like that better. Picture that all over. There's also this kind of green. I'm just gonna test it up here. Ooh, needs a lot of water for this one here. It's almost like black. Now I like this warmer. This is more like a cool tone. This is more like a warm tone. I think I like the warm tone more. I think I can go over that. Yeah, I think I actually like this warm tone. It is so annoying that that black line is not dried up yet. I'm really cautious not bumping into it because then I will like drag out a black streak. You could also cut out papers and glue them on a black piece of paper too. Yes, that is true. That is actually true. Because I really feel that it should belong on a more dark pushed background, and that the background should be some sort of not stencil work that will catch your attention, but just a regular dark muted background to really make the, I'm gonna call it a rose. Oh, now I hit the black. Did you see that? Okay, I should stop that. I'm just making a mess. But I think like the rose should be the focal point. Of course, you could continue. Like you could take and make dots on this with like a golden Krylon pen to carry down some of the. I don't have that at at the tip of my hand, but I got this. No, it doesn't show up. I wanted something that was like really like gilded in areas. I think I should just let it dry and then do something about the background when it's dried up. But guys, can you imagine this on a big substrate where you got air on the edges, so the black ring does not touch the edge of the paper, so it becomes something like in the center of a poster, and then it's this collage of all your strange scraps, and then you just make roses out of it instead of throwing it out. I think I will work with that. I'm glad that I tested it out. I actually think that I will use my scraps like that. Like here's a dot. You can't see it, but that's like a random gilded dot from the scrap paper pile. Oh, there's more. There's like dotted gilded pieces. So if it had something that was a little bit sparkly in some of the big areas, it could break up that. I think I'm done. I want to thank you all for coming, and it was nice to spend time with you. Could use triangular shapes on outside too with lead lines. Oh, oh yes. Taking imagine taking dark green in different colors and then collaging in as the background. That was like that would really collect it all, because then the whole poster would be one giant collage of paper pieced shapes. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. I think you should give it a try if you got a lot of scraps in your stash, and then just picture using as many as you can of them on a big poster. And remember that size is the factor that's going to make this look pretty. So don't hide it on a small sheet of paper. Yeah, large sheets of paper. So, but okay, I'm going to end now and let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining me. Really, really is nice to sit and stream with you guys. I will try and be back with more live streams and then see if I can figure out a schedule that I can lock in on. There are so many streamers now, so I'll figure out a time. So, but I wish you a nice weekend, and if we don't see or hear from each other, a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, yeah, and a blessed New Year, like Rhonda is writing. So bye bye for now. Bye.